I want to welcome everybody tonight to Doherty Varsity versus Pine Creek Varsity wrestling match. The Pine Creek Eagles are fresh off of 14 dual wins in a row. If you're just joining us, the JV team from Pine Creek just took care of business 40-18 in their duel preceding the varsity matches. And stay tuned to have the wrestlers introduced, and the start of the match is in less than 5 minutes off. Looks like the Doherty wrestlers are just coming out right now. It's definitely going to be a feature bout at 160 tonight. Dylan Dashner will be wrestling one of Doherty's better wrestlers. And Dylan last year lost a tough match. And we'll see if he can get back some retribution tonight, as Dylan and the guys go for the 15th consecutive win.
So, you know,
this time we're going to ask everybody please stand. Gentlemen, recruiter has one point in tonight's match.
I don't need your help for some names and stuff, so why don't you set up
Now tonight's lineups. Red class 106. From Doherty, Colin Metzger. From Pine Creek, Jordan Martinez. Red class 113. From Doherty, Jonathan Garcia. From Pine Creek, Ray Adams. Red class 120. From Doherty, Larry Fairmeister. From Pine Creek, Anthony Salazar. Red class 126 from Doherty, David Gonzalez. And Pine Creek, Juan Rodriguez. Red class 132 from Doherty, J.T. Scott. From Pine Creek, Chase Watt. Red class 138 from Doherty, Gabe Vistas. From Pine Creek, Dakota, Alanis. Red class 145 from Doherty, Rachel Shirley. From Pine Creek, Andrew Transtrom. Red class 152 from Doherty, Josh Morvell. From Pine Creek, Chris Cox. Red class 160 from Doherty, Brandon Superall. From Pine Creek, Tim National. Weight class 170 from Doherty, Ian Lopez. From Pine Creek, Dustin Jones. Weight class 182 from Pine Creek, Isaac Ortiz. Weight class 195 from Pine Creek, Jeffrey Curtis. Weight class 220 from Pine Creek, Taylor White. And the heavyweight division from Pine Creek, Sam Emmett.
All right.
I'd like to introduce our officials tonight, Mr. McDee, for captains and head coaches.
It already looks like Doherty's going to be giving up the last 4 matches.
Weight class 220, please check in. Weight class 220, please check in. Weight class 4, weight class 220 from Pine Creek, Taylor White.
So it looks like starting from 220 on, it's going to start running the board. So Pine Creek is going to start with a 24-0 head start at 106. Our wrestler at 220 just getting off of football a couple weeks ago. Again, he was part of the 4A state championship. Same thing here at heavyweight with Sam Hammond. Sam was one of the starting linemen on that championship team.
Wrestling in weight class 106 from Pine Creek, Jordan Martinez. From Doherty, Colin Metzger.
Now Jordan Martinez starts the group of freshmen that have been so exciting for Pine Creek. Out of 14 matches between the 3 of them, I think they've lost twice. Jordan kind of working through what he needs to do. Already is credited for the takedown with 2 points. Nice takedown to the mat where Doherty looked like he was going to get a little bit of an advantage potentially to crack through the open door, and Jordan takes him on a quick roll to expose his back, and he's just going to simply let him go. Looks like he'll get credit for another 2-point takedown there, taking the score to 4-1. And Jordan decides that he's going to go neutral. And in doing so, gives up a point. So that calculated point pays off as Jordan handles his third takedown to make it 6-2. And it looks like Jordan is going to let him go again. And quickly increases his lead. So at the end of one, Jordan Martinez at 106 is leading 8-3. Jordan gives another point so they can go to the neutral position. And it looks like he's going to take care of a single leg takedown. He's going to go for a high crotch. He's going to flip him over. See if he can gather some back points here as he's got an additional 2-point takedown to increase his margin 10-4 and realize all 4 of those points were given. Nice crossface. Jordan steals a glance up at the clock, which ticks down to 45 seconds remaining in the second period. And it's like he may just give up one and reset. And Doherty scores his first takedown to make the score 6-10. But again, Jordan right back to control. Looks like this may be all she wrote. Short time with 8 seconds. Let's see if he can pull it together for the pin. 4 remaining. Looks like we'll take this into the third with Jordan Martinez.
Martinez leads 13-6.
On top, 13-6. Jordan is expected to be a state placer as a freshman this year, following the footsteps of his brother. Looks like the official's been called to the table to discuss something, and it may be that there has been enough points to score a technical. Nope, looks like he's only ahead by 12. So it is 6-18, Jordan Martinez over the Doherty wrestler at 106. Minute 36 remaining in the third. Jordan looks like he's in full control at the moment. Flips over. Doherty wrestler is doing a great job to get off his back, but that adds an additional 3 points, which is going to stop the match with a technical foul, a technical fall. So it looks like that went from final score of 6-21, which is going to take that additional 5 points to be in 17-0 Pine Creek. Lane Adams up next at 113.
Next on the mat, weight class 113. For Pine Creek, Adams Doherty, Jonathan Garcia.
Lane Adams wrestled JV last year, but took the JV state at 106. He's moved up a weight class this year, and as expected, doing real well. Lane is very crafty with his leg wraps. Fisher's going to bring him back to the center to restart. It's going to definitely warrant 2 points. Let's see if Lane with a power half can get it done, called out of bounds. So Lane McAdams with 53. Left in the first is up 2-0. We'll see if he can manage some back points here. All right, Lane starts off on the second with a 2-0 lead. I believe Lane's a senior this year. And with a safety concern, they'll start that over. And Lane's got that leg ride with hips, looking to turn the Doherty wrestler over here. Looking for the power half. And it's being defended pretty well. We'll see Lane go one direction, and the Doherty wrestler will kind of defend against it, and he'll go to the other side, so that's causing flip-flopping, and he'll bring him back to the center. And Lane hasn't managed to rate any back points with clear domination to this point. We'll see if he can turn this into some scoring opportunities here soon. Minute remaining in the second period. And Lane needs to keep control of him to prevent an escape point. A little bit of a surge. This could tie it up depending on how this scramble ends up going. No, still nothing. No. Well defended. Well defended. Looks like he did give an escape, but not the reversal. So it is 2-1. Lane McAdams is still up with 25 seconds remaining in that second period. See if he's got enough mat to work with here. And it looks like he will. Oh, well, I'll be all right. I got it. Yeah, I will. Lane is up 4-1, starting into the third. Doherty trailing Pine Creek 17-0. This is a fairly well-matched duel in the third round here. The Doherty wrestler is pulled within 2 as he gives Lane an escape point, bringing it to 3-5. The Doherty wrestler is down by 2. Trying to get back around Lane with 1 minute remaining. Good decision to try to make something happen towards the out of bounds mark. They're going to go neutral. Lane up 5-3. 39 seconds remain. Looks like he's going to actually get the 2 points, and if he counts out, that's at least 2 back points, which is going to take it to 7-5 with 12 seconds remaining. Tough change of circumstances right at the end of this match. The scoreboard shows 5-5, but 3 back points remain to be awarded to the Doherty wrestler. This match will end 8-5. is Anthony Salazar at 120, another freshman who has been part of the, not sure if they have a nickname yet, the Three Amigos. And Peter Isaias, who's wrestled JV today, arguably as talented as some of these guys as well. So 4 freshmen really contributing well this season to the Pine Creek success. Center it up. They have wrestled to a 0-0 tie with 1 remaining in the first period. Nice twist. Didn't quite grab as much of the arm as he expected. So that didn't produce any points, but good thought nonetheless. That release and reset. So a 120 match with 20 seconds remaining in the first period. Still no score. See if out of this position he can manage to do some escaping. Very close. Looks like he's going to turn around. Still no points awarded. Second period here. It looks like this is going to work to his advantage. Going to be 2. See if he can get him to his back. Working toward the edge here. And they've been very quick to call the wrestlers out of bounds here tonight at Doherty High School. He's trying to set up for a stack here. See if he can work towards moving him back into bounds here. That looks like they were set. Looks like after this bout, we're going to take a little bit of a break to cool the equipment down. There we go. We got our sound back working. So at 120, we are down to 14 seconds left in the second period. Due to some camera issues, we're going to have the camera off for just a moment, but we'll continue our coverage. At the end of or rather at the end of the second period, it is 4-1, Salazar ahead. We'll see if that's enough to get back to the action here. Sorry for the technical difficulties for just a moment. The DSLRs do have large sensors, and extended period of use can cause them to heat up. So that's kind of what we're dealing with there. All right, so if we get back to the action here, Doherty has actually come within one. Yes, it is 4-3, Pine Creek leading. Looks like the Doherty wrestler chose to go to neutral, giving Salazar a point to move it to 5-3. Oh, the crowd was a little disappointed that the 2 points weren't awarded for the takedown prior to going out of bounds. We'll see if that plays into the outcome of the match here with 1:15 remaining in the third. Pine Creek ahead 5-3 in a 1:20 bout. Again, working really close to that border. Doherty seems to be doing pretty well in that third period. A takedown or a reversal separates the wrestlers as they move deep into the third period with 40 seconds remaining. And a reset at the middle. And it looks like a well-timed shot for a 2-point and potentially some back points here as Salazar looks to work with 30 seconds remaining in this match. 3-7 now. Continues to work. He's got a leg in, looking to see if he can stack. Trying to avoid that headlock. Looks like there's not going to be any change of control. So with 3 seconds remaining, they'll go back to the center. And it looks like Pine Creek will take this match at 1:20, 7-3.
Next on the line, with class 126, Pine Creek, Rodriguez,
So next up, Juan Rodriguez at 126, the third of our 3 freshmen, anchoring the front of the lineup for Pine Creek's dominating team starting this year. Looks like he's drawn a fairly skilled opponent in the Doherty wrestling. Certainly some good activity early. Quick shot decision from the Doherty wrestler to go up 2-0. Juan looking to be able to face him, and with excellent, look at that bridge to get out of that potential deadly situation. Still's got his arm up high. He's going to definitely have to fight through this because it looks like he may have 2 to 3 back points coming. It will be a 5-0 advantage. He's going to have to really be cautious about that quick shot after the whistle. Now it looks like he's going to be down. See how he can work off the bottom, see if he can do a quick escape here. Caution to Doherty. Seconds remaining in the first. We'll see if he can get 2 for a reversal. One for an escape. Keep working to see if he can get the dominant position, and it looks like he's going to get it for 2 to bring it within 2, 5-3. Pine Creek trailing. Reset for the second period. Juan Rodriguez is going to lose track of him, trailing 6-3. As the weights go up, and these younger guys are potentially facing some older wrestlers, this gentleman looks like he's probably a junior or senior. He was real close to getting something done, and it just didn't work. So ended up taking 2 more points for that. Control by the Doherty wrestler, who leads 8-3. With a minute remaining in the second. Little help with the headgear. Well defended. 30 seconds remain in the second. See if he can stand up and get either 1 or 2. Again, kind of running into a few camera issues. We're going to let it cool down for just a second. As we continue in this 126 bout. 8-3 Doherty right now with a minute and a half remaining in the third. Looks like Juan almost had him turn there. Not going to get any credit for the work done out of bounds. Short time remaining with 45 seconds to go. We're completely mobile with this particular setup without having power, and we're down to 9% on the computer here. So this particular broadcast is currently running on reserve battery power. So we'll continue to go until the laptop gives up the ghost, and then we're just going to flip over to a different way, and we'll try to glue this all back together to have a complete set of bouts. So Juan drops his match by decision. Tough fought match though. And that moves Doherty up to 6 and Pine Creek 20. Chase Fry, a senior at 132. Well, next week we'll definitely have to find a way to plug in so we can catch the entire thing in this one continuous broadcast. Nice move there by Chase for 2. You see some of the moves that would be beneficial in freestyle as they expose their back and roll, but with folk that they do here in high school, definitely have to expose their shoulder blades to the mat and hold there for a pin. Back to the center with 27 seconds remaining in the first. Chase Fry at 132 versus Doherty. we've got another temperature warning. Let's see if we can get through this next period. Cool. I guess we'll cool it down a little. Continue coverage with our audio here as Chase Fry is up 2-0. And pretty much a big scramble. And Chase, who started on the bottom, ends up gaining another 2 points for the reversal and is in position to do some more damage. Let's bring our video feed back. Chase still in control with 51 seconds remaining in the second. And Chase decides to just get it over with 39 seconds remaining. And we'll see if we can get one more match in before we move on to just videoing through the DSLR and gluing some of this back together. We're going to see Dakota Colonies at 1:38.
Next on that one, that's 138 Pine Creek, Dakota Colonies.
Dakota Colonies, Dakota cut down from 152 as a sophomore, taken JV state, is wrestling at 138 varsity this year, and has paid off for him quite well. Dakota's got a really unique style. He has a lot of the judo headlocks and throws and is brutal when it comes to locking up with legs. Let's see what Dakota does tonight. So he takes him down to the mat. Let's see if he can work this into 2. He'll reset and start him in the middle. It'll be starting from the neutral position. Dakota going for a high crotch and single. See if he'll work behind him to get his 2. Looks like Dakota's signature move was almost tried on him. Turns out that he's going to end up coming out the benefit. Let's see what he can do here. In this position, Dakota will use his legs, and I've seen many a wrestler just look like they have no idea what they're going to be able to do when Dakota locks up with him. As you can see, the green shoe of Dakota all the way up and around at the belly. The Doherty wrestler holding on to it, trying to figure out somehow to get rid of Dakota Colonies. Looks like a lot of work for 2-0. See if we can continue this feed before we lose our laptop down to 2% now. We'll just thank you for viewing and watching early before we are abruptly discontinued. So Dakota's got his signature leg lock in. Now it looks like he's going to be counting some back points. To his credit, the Doherty wrestler is a fighter. There is a lot of force between those legs. Going to count 3 back points. And looks like we're going to have some blood time. So 5-0 with Dakota Colonies. Minute 22 remaining in the second period. So we're going to take this time to move over to our other format and then pull that in our final edit for the evening. The commentation will cease because the microphones are in different positions. So again, thanks for being with Now One Studios. And this is Greg, and hope to bring you many more of these. This 2013-2014 wrestling season for Pine Creek Eagles.